Phone call, Gene Kelly's coming to Paris, he'd like to meet you. I had never seen Gene Kelly. I'm afraid to say I hadn't even heard of him because there wasn't all that much contact with America since the beginning of the war. I went to be polite, and he was very charming, very respectful. And he said, I'd like to make a test. Okay, why not? So we made the test, and I absolutely forgot about it because all I wanted was to be a classical ballet dancer. Then suddenly there was a phone call. They've picked up your option. They want you in Hollywood to make the film in 3 days. I really was upside down for 3 days. The trip took about 30 hours. And I think after 30 hours, you're just a zombie. I was underage, so I had to have my mother. And we were taken to restaurant La Rue by my new agent. And there I saw Gregory Peck. And I had the hugest, the biggest steak that I ever saw in my life. And I couldn't eat it, of course. My stomach was quite shrunk. I'd gone through the war. And going through the war meant malnutrition and getting thinner and thinner.
Milo, what a pleasant surprise. Jack, say hello to Milo.
Hello, Milo.
Hello, Jack.
I had anemia when I arrived, but Jean defended me and said, listen, let's make it much lighter. So I was one day in bed, one day shooting.
You sent a note without your note.
Now, don't get angry. This was perfectly harmless. I haven't been able to take my eyes off you since I walked into this smoke factory.
I knew nothing. I knew absolutely nothing. I didn't know what a camera looked like. I didn't know how to speak lines. I didn't know how to speak English. So as far as I can judge, my performance is just one huge question mark. What am I doing here?
Jean certainly looked at Leslie as a kind of protege. She actually turned 19 during the production. Jean was 38, which obviously is a span. But I think he felt very protective of her and wanted to see that she was okay.
Honey, believe me, I'm no enemy.
He called me Lester the Pester. Because it rhymed, but he really was, he loved me a lot. Jean was my guide. Vincent wasn't a very communicative person. I absolutely adored him. He called me Angel, and that was enough. But Jean was like Big Brother.